What's up, guys? This is Joey Wisdom, and I wanted to talk about this new series on Netflix. It's called Reggie Yates Outside Man. It's basically about this guy, Reggie, who goes to South Africa. He visits people like in the slums, and he talks to the middle class citizens in South Africa. And mind you, first and foremost, I want to explain to you that I've always been open-minded about race. At a young age, you could see videos about race like 5, 6 years ago, and maybe I wasn't so aware as much as of people and how they would take my opinion with race. Being born in Miami, Florida, uh, I'm very surrounded by all types of cultures, diversity of people, all types of race. And so I'm always, seeking knowledge when it comes to, these type of shows and race. So Reggie, he goes to South Africa and he wants to see what's going on when it comes to white versus black, in South Africa. And the crazy part is that first he goes to these slums, and the crazy thing is that the people that are in slums are white people. The reason why is because of everything that has happened to black people. There's a black president as well. So it seems like, most jobs are for black people, and then when it comes to white people, they don't want to give them the jobs. So it's basically like the opposite over there. Like, the white people are very discriminated, um, and black people are middle class citizen living, the good life. But people don't really talk about that. I really don't hear about that here in the news anywhere. Um, Obviously, here in the U.S., it's like the total opposite. Everything's like against black people and Hispanics. So whatever. But back to Reggie going to South Africa. So he basically starts interviewing the white people in slums, and they live like in little sheds, and they live off generators. It's very interesting and so different, something that I never really understood. So that's that. I guess some of the white people were saying that, it feels that, they're just very discriminated and they can't do anything about it living there, because it seems like they just feel like white people have to pay back for what their ancestors did to black people. So it seems like it's like payback is a bitch, like it's all karma. And then so Reggie went to this other building where it's kind of like I'm not gonna say kind of, it is deteriorating, because there's, they have, bathrooms and stuff and toilets, but they don't really work. They're like shut off. And in the building, it's like a bunch of junkies and people doing drugs, and like, good families as well living in the building. And then outside of the building, it's black people. They don't live together because they're just both racist against each other. Even though they're racist against each other, they have respect, and they don't get in each other's way, because they're both living, poverty, and just, they have to live the life they have to live. But what I like about this TV show is that they have like 5 episodes, and it's for a mature audience, and I understand why. But I like the fact that it only has 5 episodes, because there's so many TV shows and so many popular shows that have like 6 seasons, 5 seasons, and they're an hour straight. Even though this TV show is an hour, they explain a lot of good information that I learned, and it's really cool to be more self-aware of what's going on in South Africa. And so this guy Reggie goes to a park, this famous park, where like black people hang out, and so he like interviewed some black guy who's like a middle class citizen. He's like, oh, what if I told you that on the other side of this park, in that building, a bunch of white people are poor? And he didn't believe it. He's like, I don't believe you, you're lying, because white people are not supposed to be there. And to him, there's no such thing as white people being poor. And when somebody asked Reggie, the filmmaker, if he wanted to go meet rich people, in his mind, it was white people. He thought he was going to meet rich white people in at that park, when it wasn't. It was just a bunch of black kids, teenagers, and adults hanging out there and having a barbecue and listening to music with their vans outside there. So You know, it was really interesting to learn about that. One of the white guys that were in one of those buildings, really poor, had like 2 children, and his girlfriend or his wife, not too sure. He was getting super discriminated for being white. It said it was really hard, you know, finding a job. But at the end of the day, he went to this interview. He applied to this job like 2 years ago, and he just got a call, and he actually got that job. So it's really cool because he just wanted a better life for his family and wanted to get out of that, you know, crazy, you know, building with junkies and drug dealers and stuff like that. If race is something that you like to talk about and you want to, you know, watch it and you know, talk about it and the TV show, watch it. Leave your comments below. Tell me what you think about South Africa. Tell me what you think about the race issue over there, and would you visit South Africa? I also want to talk about the presidency over there. This guy, Malema, and some people, I guess most of the white people there that were living in the slums, didn't agree with him being president, because in their mind it was like the only reason why he wanted to be president was to kill the white people off. So they were kind of, you know, against that president. So I found that really interesting. And I guess, you know, it could be the same thing. Like, I can compare it to here where, like, Trump is president. And I personally feel like he's not doing really good things for, like, the whole race issue. I don't want to, sidetrack from the race issue. But, you know, I feel like Trump here has opened up, you know, the devil's mouth, you know, and made people comfortable to be racist. But hey, that's my opinion. That's another story, but tell me what you think. Thank you for watching, and on to the next TV show, or if not, I'll keep watching the other episodes, and we'll have something to talk about. So thank you for watching, and on to the next video. Bye, guys. It's a revolution.